Number 2.
I think I'm starting to understand more and more when we get ready to do games and we meet with coaches, why they talk about big plays, explosive plays, and how it sets them up for success, because that's exactly how they're able to score on this one. We saw the touchdown, we saw the payoff, but of course that big, long chunk play is what got them in position.
Boy, I guess they're going to keep trying to put the pedal to the metal here. They're going to try an onside kick. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. Prescott looks to throw on first. It's caught left side by Cooks. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 13 yards and a first down, Cowboys.
First down. First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Prescott to throw it. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1.
Well, this is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
A second down throw for Prescott. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Brandon Cooks with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Cowboys get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Brandon Aubrey now for the extra point. And he bangs it home. It makes it now 35-13 our score. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room. Throw left side, completion to Rice. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So that changes things a bit. Here's a first and 10 all the way down at the 35. Now here's Mahomes. He's going to fire one deep over the middle.
Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Cowboys are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line.
Mahomes pass intercepted. The Cowboys take over first and 10.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
And with a 3-score deficit staring him in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
Prescott. And Prescott, his third interception.
And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
And no signal, but I don't think he got the surge behind center. No, he's going to be kept out of the end zone.
Well, I think the effort was there, but sometimes the defense is just a little bit better. No gain on the quarterback sneak, no place to go.
Here's Pacheco.
And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown.
Isaiah Pacheco.
As the first half is winding down.
And the Chiefs will extend their lead here just before halftime. Well, nothing fancy there, Charles. You had 3 tight ends on the field. They were going to run the football. The defense knew it, but the defense couldn't stop them.
And I haven't met an offensive line yet that doesn't get more satisfaction out of running the football into the end zone than pass protecting. They had determination on their side, and they got it done.
Boy, I guess they're going to keep trying to put the pedal to the metal here. They're going to try an onside kick. And the Cowboys are able to recover. On 1st and 10, Prescott.
That is caught by Lamb.
Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
And the Cowboys first down. 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Now Prescott. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Definitely worth taking another deep shot here. He's already found the end zone twice here in the first half.
Yeah, go back to that same well. They've had trouble containing him, but able to contain him on that play. Now with 5 seconds left, not really enough time to run another play and then stop it, so on comes the field goal unit. And his kick is good. And they make a small dent in that big deficit as it's down to 27. Well, not the best first half facing this deficit, but at least they get put 3 on the board before half.
Yeah, it's a little bit like that stormy, cloudy day, and the sun peeks through just for a second. They saw the sun there. They're hoping to see a little bit more of it in the second half.
And he is out of bounds here on the return.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they'll have time for one play. There's 2 seconds on the clock.
And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. Final play of the first half, barring a penalty, as they come up on 1st and 10. Final shot before the half from Mahomes. And that is incomplete here. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Cowboys 16.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Ready for the start of the third quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football.
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Well, it's hard to imagine the first half going any better for them, CD, and now here as they begin their first series of the second half. I mean, they score here. This one, it's pretty much out of reach.
We honestly might already be at that point, partner, because this team, they were dominant in the first half, continue to be dominant now, and I think they're viewing this as a put-away drive on their way to a lopsided victory.
On first down, they go back to Pacheco.
And he'll get this down only to about the 46. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
A run by Pacheco on second down. Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down.
And the line to gain here is the 37 on third down. They go play fake. Mahomes.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10.
Pacheco gets it and tries the left side.
And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown.
Isaiah Pacheco.
His second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Chiefs take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Well, on the other sideline right now, it's just absolute dejection. But, Charles, let's focus on the positive. With the lead that they built here, they've done pretty much everything to perfection in this ball game.
They certainly have. Makes me think that their week of preparation was excellent. And they flowed into this game, and it carried over. And right now,
and he's going to be taken down. It's a sack, and they fail on the try for 2. And I guess the touchdown wasn't enough. They want the onside kick as well. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
Looking for the out route here, and he's got Cooks.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy first down. Prescott. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
On second down, Prescott again. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well. So give some credit to the defense.
To the air again, Prescott.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 19. And they're going to speed things up here. They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. To throw is Prescott. This will be caught just inside the 10. They give them 2 yards there as they're set up now with a 1st and goal.
First and goal at the 8-yard line.
They'll run with Pollard.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown.
Tony Pollard, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys get a bit closer.
Sometimes you get a 1st and goal and you're back near the 7, 8, 9-yard line and you start thinking, maybe we'll run it here on first down to get half of what we need, so maybe we can have 2 or 3 shots at going for it from closer range. So this is a bonus right here. What a great run to work his way into the end zone.
Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And the Chiefs are going to get him.
Let me go ahead and show my age a little bit. I liked it when they would fake it from the 3-yard line, right? When you'd line up, go ahead and, oh, there's a fake, and he's going to get 2. That's great. But from the 15, the risk reward, it's just not there.
That's so risky to get 15 yards on a fake. Well, you see the result right there.
Yeah, I know these young whippersnappers are trying to do different things in this game, but let's go back to old reliable. Kick the ball through the post.
Get off my lawn.
That's darn right.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Open man, it's the tight end Kelsey. Look at the big man rumble. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Travis Kelsey, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Chiefs have got it on cruise control.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that in the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can. Personally, I'd rather see him kick the extra point there than to go for 2, but it almost feels like there's a story within the story here. I mean, this isn't college. You know, size of victory, that matters in those games. Here, all you have to do is win by 1 point. That's all that you need. Instead, they go for it, get 2. You got some pretty ticked off folks on the other sideline now.
And the Cowboys are able to recover. A 1st down throw for Prescott. On the out route, it's Lamb with a grab. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the Chiefs' 32-yard line.
Here's Prescott. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Now, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
And this will not be enough. On 3rd and 5, he only gets 3. Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. Now Prescott. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Cowboys here unable to convert on 4th down. And the Chiefs defense comes up with a stop. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. He'll check this one down to Pacheco. So the completion good for 7 there. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
A 7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 3.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. And he's going to lose yardage here, as they will switch ends as time has run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Back now in Arlington. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. Going to need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack for Mahomes and company. They'll set up a throw. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
A gain of 15. 1st down, Chiefs.
Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. That's caught inside the 20. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Here's Mahomes to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And the Chiefs are going to be looking at first and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
First and goal at the 4-yard line.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Patrick Mahomes taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Chiefs continue to run up the score. They lead it big here in the 4th. And you wonder now if he might be able to remove the helmet, put on the baseball cap, and watch the rest of this one from the sideline. His 5th touchdown pass of the game.
Say that again. Did you say 5th touchdown pass of the game?
Yes, sir.
But that's a heck of a performance, isn't it? Because they've had no answer for him at all game long. Receivers have been open constantly, and he hasn't missed a single one of them.
I guess when you're hot, you're hot. I mean, I would just go ahead and take the extra point and move on, but apparently they've got something to prove. Almost feels like something was said this week, and they wanted to make sure that they laid it on them in this game.
Oh, a little cruel here. They're going to go for the onside kick up big. And the Cowboys are able to recover.
Recovered by the Cowboys.
Prescott looks to throw on first. And that's complete to Cooks. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Prescott on first down. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. From the red zone now, Prescott. It's caught left side by Cooks. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up second.
Prescott yet again.
At the 6-yard line.
And he's got it. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line.
Cowboys. First and goal at the 2-yard line.
Prescott from the gun. And he will not get away. He's sacked back around the 3-yard line. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, second and goal. Prescott now.
3-yard line.
Steps away to his... And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
Aubrey now for the point after. And they make the score a little bit more respectable here in our final quarter of play. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. This has really just been a lopsided affair. What a performance they put on, and now they get the football back here with a big lead in the 4th quarter. You know, in the past, we might be discussing dinner plans, talking about steak and sushi, whatever the case is, CD. This ball game is pretty much well in the books.
Yeah, we really could have started bringing up dinner a long time ago if we wanted to, partner. And I think a few of the guys out in the field already making plans for the evening.
Looking for Kelsey there, but it's intercepted. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
Mahomes pass intercepted. The Cowboys take over first and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. Over the middle, hauled in by Lamb. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35.
And the Cowboys first down. First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Looking to throw. Prescott. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Second and 10 from the 33-yard line. Now Prescott. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Well, these guys are not going to go out with their tails between their legs. They're going to keep taking their shots until the clock's at triple zeros. But that one, like a lot of others, winds up incomplete.
And again, it's Prescott. That is caught. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Now they got to get to the line quickly. On first and 10, Prescott. That's dumped off to Pollard. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. The ball on the 8 still could get a first down technically. Second and 7. Now a timeout called for by the defense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. A second down throw for Prescott. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Chiefs are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts.
It got his man complete. Now he's into the clear again, and they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, this is long since over, and some might see this as overkill, but remember, this is a team that puts on the hard hats, grabs the lunch pail, and tells everyone, we're going to give you a full 60 minutes, and that's exactly how they're playing this one out.
Mahomes will throw for it. And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the fourth.
I think this is just going to be a function of the times we live in now. Very similar to the bat flip in baseball. Everyone's got to start to get comfortable with this. But to me, this is just rubbing it in. You got a big lead. Go ahead and take the extra point. One thing to keep in mind, though, karma's still out there. And sometimes it has a way of catching up with you.
And that will get out of bounds. So that's definitely going to put a major crimp in any comeback plans they may have had. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. The throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Play action now. Prescott.
And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big.
And CD, they just haven't had a whole lot to cheer about here. But it may be cliche, but give them credit for this. They've continued to fight and scratch and claw, and they get the touchdown here in the fourth quarter.
And I'm okay with that cliche, all right? Maybe it'll alleviate the sting a little bit because at least they can look in the mirror and realize they've come all the way through. Horrible game for them. Not one they'll want to remember. At least they'll keep their heads up and have some pride when they leave this stadium.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They came into this one with a vision, Charles, and it has played out exactly as they had hoped, if not even better. They've got the huge lead here, and now the football for the final moments of the fourth.
And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Noah Igbenogany.
And the Cowboys come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go to each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off season. But on game day, you both want to
fix my cheek real quick. What you mean you don't know how I'm stepping? What you mean you don't know what I'm repping? I'm good in my hood like they call me the blessing. You jacking my side, you gotta come and check in. That's the way it get hectic. Don't let me slide up on you, no electric. You hit them like it's Tetris. You felt the way and all you do is text it. Listen, I don't know why they mentioning beef. I don't think no one better than me. You can say what you want, but my steppers don't speak. If I tell them to go, then they stepping on 3 like border chain. That's competitive. Me making rainier, like I weather the streets. My label we good. I'ma get to the breach. You only as tough as your weapon could be. I done caught me and Dylan. I got off the block. Cause they hate and put that on the watch. I ice on my neck cause little shorty on hot. It's some rappers that want me to flap. I don't care about no dissing cause none of them pop. And I'm shooting my stars off a pop. They be all on my DM like when you gon' drop. Look, it get boring just me at the top. It get boring just me at the top. I be shaking their hearts every time that I drop. Like when I walk in the spot, it's you won't be in this if you don't make it hot like new deal. AP, I done signed up with Def Jam. Jay-Z got the in my left hand. Play me every time that I step them. Hate me like what? Play with the gang and you play with your life. Put a bag in your head, it don't matter the price. Put on their neck, so I got me some ice. If I'm dissing you once, I ain't saying it twice. Said I got time today, I done stepped in the field, I got time to play. And my exes are up there, time to wait. Blocking, I said I need time away. Like, what you mean you don't know how I'm stepping? What you mean you don't know what I'm repping? I'm good in my hood like they call me the blessing. You checking my side, you gotta come and check in. That's the way it get hectic. Don't let me slide up on you, no electric. Blocking, hit them like it's Tetris. You felt the way and all you do is text it. Listen.
Never leave the house without the pack. Where my at? Take an L and try to double back. We ain't doing that. Say she mad, but I know it's cap. I've been through with that. Need someone to hype me up. Hype me up. Need someone to hype me up. Hype me up. Need someone to hype me up. Hype me up. Need someone to hype me up. Hype me up. Hype me up. Hype me up. I ain't got it, but they hands to the ceiling. I ain't palm reading, but I got them in they feelings, yeah.
From the site that many call the loudest in the NFL, we are inside Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Today we've got a compelling AFC matchup for you, as it'll be the Miami Dolphins taking on the defending Super Bowl champions, the Kansas City Chiefs.
And wow, a gamble here right off the bat. An onside kick to begin the game. And the Dolphins are going to recover. Throwing to start here is Tua. Over the middle, he gets it to Barrios. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. That's a pickup of 11 and a first down on their first offensive play.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Once again, it's Mostert.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown.
Raheem Mostert.
26 yards.
And the Dolphins are on the board first here on the road in Kansas City. Well, we've said it many times. He is always a threat to go the distance anytime he's got the ball in his hands. And on this occasion, he did just that.
Well, he's definitely the guy that makes this offense go. And when you're an RB1, running back one, you've got to be willing to be patient at times as well. Not every run's going to be the home run we saw there. But once you get that opportunity and that opening, you take full advantage.
So they went for 2 and failed. They didn't use him on the PAT, but now he boots this one away with a 6-0 lead.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he returns this to the 22.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 22.
They'll start the drive here with Pacheco.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Bradley Chubb came in and got him.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Throwing now is Mahomes. Open man, it's the tight end Kelsey. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. From midfield, here's Mahomes. And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 23. A very solid gain of 27.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. And again, it's Mahomes.
Open man right side is Rice.
And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He was unable to shake free there. They'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Working from the gun, Mahomes.
Trying to find his tight end, Kelsey, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Deshaun Elliott. And the Dolphins are going to take over at their own 2-yard line. But when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Running the ball can be a struggle in this part of the field. In fact, it's a perfect spot for defenders to pin their ears back and try and work upfield, and they capture him for a loss.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. It's Tagovailoa from his own end zone. Short throw hauled in by Croft. And he is out around the 15-yard line. They were looking for a little spark and some breathing room. They got it right there, a gain of 14 and a first down. Up the middle they go with Mostert. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Stand up. Do the he say, she say, getting no delay, run it like relay, bro. You ain't got it like this. In my can't see straight, big fur jacket from eBay, looking timeless. Hey, I gotta let my skin fade marinate. We gotta toast up, celebrate. Everyone scream next up, but I'm the #1 candidate. Captain's armband, I'm making key plays. When I'm doing shows, gotta get all prepaid. What you? I'm on it, break, no side, no about these ways. I gotta let my skin fade marinate. We gotta toast up, celebrate. Everyone scream next up, but I'm the #1 candidate. Star boy excellence. Them other guys irrelevant. You all on. Zoe Camp, it's half white, half melanin. Baby face and a white gold tooth cap. I treat the waiter nice, she love that. I mix the blueberry pie. It's not what I wear, it's how I rock that. If I can buy that twice, I'll cut that. Sweet 110, spot that, chop that. Tryna lock me, I have to tell her it's not that. Do the he say, she say, getting no delay. Run it like relay, bro, you ain't got it like this. In my can't see straight, big fur jacket from eBay, looking timeless. I gotta let my skin fade marinate. We gotta toast up, celebrate. Everyone scream next up, but I'm the #1 candidate. I'm a #1 like you say, set pace. Used to kick boot on the estate back then. T90s with the Levi's matching. Rips in the denim, that's classic. Beats get wrapped like Futamaki, that's a sushi roll. I'm a young CEO, gotta do as you're told. Gotta act your stat, gotta play your role. I was OT, all shutting down shows from A to B, long way to go. About time they know about me. Hello, the jiggle and clap, jello. I've been on top, where they at? Below, presidential flow, Marilyn Monroe. I got pounds, got euros, stacking them both.
From the site that many call the loudest in the NFL, we are inside GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Coming up, we've got a good one here in the AFC, as it'll be the Miami Dolphins taking on the Kansas City Chiefs. And the Dolphins are going to recover. On 1st and 10. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And that's That's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Well, that was his first target of the game, and it's going to take at least one more target to get him on the board. Took a nice substantial hit to jar that catch loose from him. Incomplete pass.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll try it now with Mostert. Stays on his feet. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. A gutsy call. Turns out to be a good one, though. First down on a pickup of 11.
Well, that's what's called being aggressive right there. But I don't know that it's reckless. I think it's much more of a message. Hey, defense, I believe in you in case we don't get it. And offense, trying to let them know he believes in them as well.
I like it. Your first drive of the game in plus territory, be aggressive. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Meanwhile, Tua's throws taken in by Waddle. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. That puts him in excellent position, 1st and goal after a gain of 19. Here's Mostert. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. 2nd and goal from the 1. Now they'll put a receiver in motion left. Again, it's Mostert. And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. Raheem Mostert punching it in from a yard away. And the Dolphins are on the board first here on the road in Kansas City. Mike McDaniel, no hesitation on his end. He's telling his offense to go for 2. It's a run with Mostert, and he will get in to make it 8-0. Well, I guess the opening drive touchdown wasn't enough. They wanted 2 instead of 1 on top of that.
Well, this team is obviously going for the crusher. All right, they don't want to mess around with just kicking the standard extra point and kind of letting you off the hook for giving up a touchdown. Now they want to really rub your face in it and say, guess what? We're going to be doing this all game long.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 22. Here's Pacheco to begin the drive. And they're able to get this one across the 35. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Here's Pacheco once again. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Running left to give to Pacheco. Taken down at the 47-yard line.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
They go play fake. Mahomes. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And the Dolphins are going to take over at their own 41. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And they'll be looking to make this a two-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. And they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing, and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
A good number of coaches at any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
That's caught. Waddle on the left side. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And he'll be taken down here as it will take us to the end of the first quarter. 1 quarter down, 8-0 the score. It's Dolphins football here as we begin the second quarter, as they are looking at a 2nd and 5 situation. A run with Mostert up the middle. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. That's now consecutive 5-yard carries to pick up the first down.
I know flashy plays, splashy plays, as people like to call them, that attracts a lot of attention. But let's face it, when you're efficient, that can control a ball game. And I love the game plan they've got going right now.
Back-to-back 5-yard gains. Didn't force the ball downfield. Picked it up on the ground.
Yeah, offensive line, they're getting it done.
Play clock all the way to 0. Didn't get the snap off. 5-yard penalty.
And you see the head coach writing that note on his play sheet right now. He's going to be addressing that with his staff. A sense of urgency, get to the line of scrimmage, snap the ball.
They'll stay on the ground with Mostert. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Chris Jones that time coming in with a tackle behind the line. Throwing on 2nd and long. Tua. That's going to be caught by Waddle.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those over-reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage, as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage, because man coverage, they're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
On first down, they go with Mostert again. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Going to the air. Tagovailoa. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5.
1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
On the handoff, this is Mostert. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3.
And Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want...
And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Raheem Mostert with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Dolphins go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead is up to 15 now. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Charles, it's kind of gut check time. Look, I know it's early, first quarter, just their second drive of the game, but they've already thrown the interception, given up the score. You're down double digits. They got to figure out something, and pretty quickly here.
No doubt about it. And when we look at that sideline, I'm sure you're observing the same thing I am. I don't like the body language at all. They look like they're in a state of stunned disbelief. So to me...
Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Brandon Jones picking it off. And the Dolphins are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46.
After the turnover, it's Tua. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
Well, that's a defensive coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
On second down, Mostert.
And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. Bring it up on a minute to play in this first half. Play action. Now it's Tua.
Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
That might be the third down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
On is Jake Bailey to send this one away.
And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Charles, you're down multiple scores, less than a minute left here, but with that... And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Xavier Howard, and his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Now Tua. A short throw there. That's to Smythe, the tight end.
Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half.
2nd down and 6 now.
On play action, here's Tua. Flushed out right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
You still hold your breath a little bit until he gets out of the pocket. But here, you made the wise call. If there's nothing downfield, just throw it away.
They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6.
Running the counter with Mostert.
And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside. So 4th down, Tua departs, and on is Jason Sanders and the Dolphin field goal unit.
From the left hash, this from 46. Sanders' kick is good, and the Dolphins will add on to their lead.
So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
After the field goal, here comes Sanders to kick it away.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive.
And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball, just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Mahomes going to throw. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Marquez Valdez-Scantling in the final seconds of the first half. And the Chiefs are on the board here in the final seconds of the first half. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes.
And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is. So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away. Oh, trying to gauge the sun, and he muffs it. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break.
Chiefs 6.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon, getting set for quarter number 3 here. It'll be the Chiefs football to begin quarter number 3, and they trail here as we are back underway now on EA Sports. We'll see a return here from the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now they got...
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Brandon Jones picking it off.
As they started that drive, I think they looked at the scoreboard and said, this is a manageable deficit, guys, but let's go ahead and start cutting it down right here. Instead, an interception happened, so a 2-possession game might become 3. So as we get going here in the second half, this could rapidly reach the point where there isn't enough time left for a comeback if their defense doesn't bail them out.
Open man is Waddle complete. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. Tua going to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he's as fine with that incompletion as a quarterback can be, in all honesty. He avoided his first sack of the game, and he did have a chance of connecting for yardage.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Raheem Mostert taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Dolphins take advantage of the short field and finish it off with a quick touchdown. Mike McDaniel, no hesitation on his end. He's telling his offense to go for 2. The 2 are going to try and throw for it. And they don't get it. They tried for the two-point conversion there, but unsuccessful. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And he's going to wind up bringing this one inside the 45-yard line.
We all know the teams never want to use the word panic, but if they expect to win this game, it has to start right here, right now. That return just set them up for points, and it needs to be a touchdown, not a field goal.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. And that's going to be incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Picked off by Jerome Baker. And the Dolphins are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. Boy, they get him yet again, Charles. 5 interceptions in this game. You rarely see this, maybe a couple of times in a season, but this defense, they've been fantastic.
It's certainly an example of watching a defense that is in the zone, right? We use that term so often, but most of the time it's for people who are on offense. In this case, it's a defense as a whole, all locked in with each other, all ready to go.
George Karlaftis, the man to bring him down. Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5. Again, they'll run it with Mostert. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 62 yards for him on the ground now, and 3 touchdowns to go along with it. 2 now on first down. That's going to be caught downfield by Hill. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 27. From the gun, a run with Mostert. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Tua completing this to Waddle. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. He's up to 87 yards receiving now, and it's a first down.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Legere Sneed. And the Chiefs are going to take possession here. It's a touchback. And they'll take over at the 20-yard line. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles, if they're going to try to pull off an... And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he's got his man on the out route. And he's brought down.
Complete to Tyler Cross. 1st and goal, Miami.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Mostert. He is going nowhere in a hurry as he is going to lose yardage here in a big way.
From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. So obviously they will decline the penalty there, and the result is 6 points.
Tua and the Dolphins offense staying put. They'll go for 2.
They'll look to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things through this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation.
And now here is another interception. And the Dolphins will have the football as this is taken up past the 30.
The number 7 usually lucky here. Not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw him, he'd won a Heisman Trophy in college, so sometimes you just have a lousy game. Doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad career, but when you're talking about one game, 7, you're right, not lucky at all.
Yeah, Ty Detmer, the last to do it in 2001, to throw 7 picks.
Completes it to the tight end, Smythe.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And a nice gain at 21 yards.
They hand it off to Mostert. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 4.
That is caught.
And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 31-yard line. Off of play action, Tagovailoa. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And oh, it'll be intercepted.
Mike Edwards picks it off. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. And the Chiefs are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive.
Well, probably not much that they can do at this point, CD. Down 3 scores late in the fourth quarter.
And my goodness, another interception. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. On target over the middle to Hill. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. And now they're in the hurry-up. Setting to throw on 1st down is Tua.
Tyreek Hill's got another one. And the Dolphins are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. Here's Tua. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for two. Tua going to keep it on the draw. And he will not make it to the goal line as his try for two is going to come up empty. But that's little consolation to this defense as they have been porous all game long. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
First and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is end the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
Mahomes hit. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. The CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got two more to use here in the final stages.
All right, let's go.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
On third down, here comes Mostert. And he gets this only to the 41. Not near enough for the first. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. Tagovailoa going for it on fourth down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Dolphins can't convert on fourth down, and the Chiefs' defense comes up with a stop. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. One final try from Mahomes. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that is going to officially draw the curtain on this one as the last throw intercepted. Brandon Jones picking it off.
So a victory here for the Miami Dolphins. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it's just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.
On top of that, she good for me. Made me wanna say, even though I got plenty, if I'm down to my last penny, I still gotta. Back up, cause it's on this old train line, I'ma get it done. Now I got the party jumping like it's double dutch. Then we spun the block, came back, double up like, ooh, I got met her uptown, but she from the borough, better known as the boogie down. All sookie now, get up out the kitchen, man, I'm cooking now. Brother man, slip me skin, suck it to me, and they gotta shut their mouth when they talking to me. I look around, it's a whole lot of fraction mamas, but I hit the highs, man, don't want the drama. Hey, peace and love, baby, keep it groovy. Every time we pop out, you know it's a movie. If I'm in hot water, then it's a jacuzzi. I gotta shake, so I'm throwing deuces. I gotta, even when I'm down bad, yeah, I know how to bounce back, cause you know I gotta. And she look good, don't she? On top of that, she good for me. Made me wanna say, even though I got plenty, if I'm down to my last penny, I still gotta. Get up off the wall, go on, get it moving here. Yeah, I'm just catching the vibe. I told the valet, take your time, it might get a ride. Floating through the front door, my mind is tied. Good Lord, mama, you know you looking divine. I had to turn around, double take a look at that. Girl, you got good taste, where you cook it at? You can mingle with the cool kids. I'm out here sweating like a preacher in a pool pit. Even when I'm down bad, I know how to bounce back. I know I gotta. And she look good, don't she? On top of that, she good for me. Made me wanna say, and even though I got plenty, if I'm down to my last penny, I still gotta. I know I gotta. Even when I'm down bad, yeah, I know how to bounce back, cause you know I gotta. And she look good, don't she? On top of that, she good for me. Made me wanna say, even though I got plenty, if I'm down to my last penny, I still gotta.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to South Florida and Hard Rock Stadium here in Miami.
Tonight we've got an AFC matchup in store for you, as it'll be the Kansas City Chiefs taking on the Miami Dolphins.
Well, we thought this could get interesting. Here's interesting, an onside kick to start this thing. And the Dolphins are going to recover.
They'll run here with Raheem Mostert. And down to the 36-yard line here. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
That run right there was an offensive line coach's dream, wasn't it? Guys picked up all of their assignments, created a nice gap for the running back to get through, pick up 7 yards. Yeah, he's probably chortling on the headset right now, so we got it going, boys. Let's keep it going.
Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. They'll try and run here with Mostert. Well, they needed 2. They can only get 1. 4th down. They'll try it now with Mostert. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. Short throw hauled in by Croft. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Up the middle they go with Mostert. Call it a gain of 4. Leaves them with options here on 2nd and just a yard.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks. Well, whatever script they put together for this offensive drive, Charles, seems to be working. I'm curious to see if this defense will make any adjustments here.
Things certainly going according to plan, aren't they? I mean, the way they're advancing the football, it's like they're on the practice field having one of their better days. But instead, it's game day, and they're moving the ball downfield with purpose.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Once again, it's Mostert. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2.
21G, 21G. 20, TX.
Looking to pass. Tua. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And the Dolphins are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. So 1st and goal now from the 7-yard line.
1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
Tagovailoa working out of the gun. Eluding the pressure right. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. The penalty yards marched off as they'll try again on 2nd and goal. Tua sets up to pass it. This one left side caught by Berrios. Touchdown Dolphins. Braxton Berrios. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Dolphins will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Mike McDaniel, no hesitation on his end. He's telling his offense to go for 2. It's a run with Mostert. And he will get in to make it 8-0. Touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
The Chiefs take over 1st and
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Throwing on first down is Mahomes. They'll sack the screen to Pacheco. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. One quarter down, 8-0 the score. Now a 2nd and 6. They go play fake. Mahomes. That one caught downfield by Watson. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Boy, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
Now Mahomes. This one complete. It's Rashee Rice. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 32-yard line. They run it with Pacheco from the gun. And he's going to take this one down to the 25. Now 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
On play action, it's Mahomes. He finds Watson. It's called. Touchdown. Justin Watson, 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Chiefs have come back to make it a 2-point game.
When we draw up defenses on the board, we do account for every receiver. But on that particular play, somehow he was wide open, became an easy touchdown pass.
Mahomes will throw for it. That is pulled in by a diving Kelsey. And how about this decision? Tie game first half, but here's an onside kick. So 8-8 our score now as he'll send this one away.
Onside kick recovered by the Dolphins.
Take it to the house.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They fake the handoff. Now Tua. Open man downfield is Waddle. He's got him. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. This is Mostert. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Keep in mind they can still get a first down here as they come up on 2nd and inches.
It's 2nd and inches.
On play action, here's Tua. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Tyreek Hill on the touchdown pass for Tua. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. Tua going to try and throw for it. Being chased, and he's going to go down. Can't get rid of it. So a sack on the 2-point try. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. And the last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Now a loose football. The ball comes out. And this ball recovered by the offense. But remember, they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead, and it'll come back to the spot of the fumble. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. They go play action. Now Mahomes. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Sacked by Andrew Van Ginkel. Well, you could almost see his eyes light up defensively. I mean, as a linebacker, that's about as quick as you can get to a quarterback.
So what did your 3rd grade teacher teach you about straight lines, right? As soon as you have those, you take full advantage of them. He found a gap in the offensive line, got to the quarter.
Looking for Kelsey there, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
Intercepted. The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Mostert. And he stopped immediately there. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Here's 2nd and 10. Dancing to his left. To a hit, and the ball is out. And this ball recovered by the offense. But remember, they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead, and it'll come back to the spot of the fumble.
All right, fellas, listen up.
The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. So they recover their own fumble. Now they face 3rd and short. Going to the air. Tagovailoa. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have the Dolphins 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So even though it's 1st down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So 4th down, Tua departs, and on is Jason Sanders and the Dolphin field goal unit. From the left hash, it's a 42-yard attempt. The kick by Sanders is good. And that'll boost their lead to 9. It's 17-8. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play. That ball caught. It's Rice. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. It'll be the Chiefs football to begin quarter number 3, and they trail here as we are back underway now on EA Sports. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. As they begin their second half here, Charles, offensively, not where they want to be, obviously. They're losing in this ball game, but very much within striking. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland. And what a return as he brings this one all the way back to the 25-yard line. But that one is going to sting. First play of the third quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this third quarter. Turning it over like this was not on that list.
Not at all. And you come out of the locker room trailing, so that first drive to establish momentum is very key.
Crucial.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Flush to his right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the Chiefs' 14-yard line.
Now Tua just going to bat this forward on the end around. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. Definitely be a disappointment to come out of this starting position with just 3 points. They need to try to dial something up now, 3rd and 10. And this is going to be incomplete. Was that the incorrect read or just more an error on the throw by the quarterback?
I lean more towards the latter because it seemed like he was open there. Just missed him on the throw.
And a tough one to miss because now you're dealing with a 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. Raheem Mostert, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Dolphins' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. They're going to try and run. And he will get into the end zone to bet the lead up to 3 scores. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Well, it's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Mahomes going to throw. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. Working from the gun, Mahomes.
Open man here. It's the tight end, Kelsey. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Mahomes now on first down.
And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Dolphins are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
2 and now on first down.
And it's incomplete. Just his second incompletion so far. He's 8 for 10. I think he'll take 80%.
There's no doubt that he will, but if you're the defensive play caller, you better circle what you just dialed up on your play sheet and come back to it because you just caused an incompletion. You need a few more of those.
Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked off by Justin Reed. And the Chiefs are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it.
Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. To throw, it's Mahomes.
He'll get this one to Kelsey. That's complete. Big strides. Look at him go.
And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Travis Kelsey, 71 yards.
And the Chiefs are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the third.
And you know, you and I praise tight ends in today's game a lot for being just like a bigger-bodied wide receiver. Boy, a play that long from that position, you just didn't used to see that as much.
No, you were really just counting on the tight end position to catch the football and get what they got on the catch. And now it's the run after the catch that makes them so dangerous. Hard to bring those big guys down when they get rolling.
Couldn't bring him down here. Got into the end zone. They'll look to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Picked up by Javon Holland.
The third time wasn't a charm. They got the first two-point tries. Still have the lead, but couldn't get the third.
Okay, so they didn't get this one, but I have to ask you, what matchup are they seeing that they feel that confident to go for two so often?
Yeah, we talk about this a lot, but it has to be something, you're right, that they saw all week, correct?
Definitely game plan for, felt good about being aggressive and going for it, and right up until that one, they had gotten 2 for 2.
A handoff running left is Mostert.
He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the third quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the fourth quarter, try to keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
It's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 3.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The offense on third down tonight, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3.
A run with Mostert up the middle.
And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26.
A 5-yard gain on the play. That's good for the Dolphins. First down.
They'll stay on the ground with Mostert.
And he's
he's going to take this down to about the 17. 94 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's going on.
I know you're trying to wring every yard out of a run, but I think 9 yards there is ideal in this situation.
Yeah, now next couple plays, you only need 1 yard. Keep that clock rolling with a lead here in the fourth.
Yeah, what you're saying is maybe if it takes you 1 or 2 more runs to get the first down, that's extra time, extra plays. Really hurts the team on defense.
And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa sliding out of the pocket. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. It'll go as a gain of 4, and that will bring up second down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting.
And this is going to be intercepted. Trent McDuffie with a pick, and the Chiefs are right back in this football game. Now with that interception, you feel like we've got a ball game again. Remember, 2-score contest and still time left here in the fourth.
And in the old days, not too long gone either, throwing the ball here would have been an absolute no-no, but the way the game's played now, throwing it makes sense. You just have to be careful when you put it in the air.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores. Now a pass hauled in downfield, and they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for first and 10.
First down, Kansas City.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Oh, this defense knows. Fourth quarter, they need to make a play. That one was ripe for the taking. Could have changed the complexion of the ball game, but it winds up incomplete.
They'll try again here. Second and 10. Now here's Mahomes. That's laid out deep for Rice. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
Mahomes hit. He lost the football. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
Brandon, I don't want to violate any of our broadcasting rules by declaring a game over before it's over. But that one, that puts them in real jeopardy there.
Absolutely. It was a 2-possession game. It is a 2-possession game at this stage in the fourth. They needed points out of that drive.
And obviously now, no chance at all to get those points that they so desperately needed.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. So line of scrimmage still to 39 on second and 10. They run out of the shotgun with Mostert. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. This is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Play action, now it's Tua. And he's taken down, a Chiefs sack. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ball game. The Dolphins will send out the punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. This is first and 10. Here's Mahomes. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
You get into these 2-minute drill situations and you often got tired legs on the offensive line. But these defenders, they've been rotating in and out, and they're a little bit fresher and quicker. And the pressure there forced the incompletion.
Now a
deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. And this crowd is making an impact right now. 3rd and 10. Mahomes to throw it. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Chiefs have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. They're going to keep it on the ground. But he will not get in here. They stopped up short of the goal line, and this will remain a 5-point game. A little less than 90 seconds to go. This will be an onside kick. And the Dolphins are going to recover. And now looking at the clock here, they do have 2 timeouts, but even if they force a 3-and-out, they're going to have very little time remaining.
So that means they've got to be aggressive and find a way to knock the ball free. They've got to come up with it because they can't just rely, as you noted, on using their timeouts and getting the ball back. They might not have any time to mount an attack, even if they do play it that way. Get the football. That's their mantra.
Now a second timeout called for by the defense. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. They'll run right side with Mostert. And he is going to have a Miami first down, and the Dolphins are going to win the football game. Here's a handoff to Mostert running left. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. On second down, Mostert. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
Again, they'll run it with Mostert. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So a big one coming now for Jason Sanders. This to put him a touchdown and a 2-point conversion up. Oh, left this one out to the right. That's a bad miss. No good. And they'll be unable to build here onto their 5-point lead.
Boy, that's 3 points you really expect to have. That's nothing more than a lack of concentration to me because an NFL kicker should make this kick in his sleep.
Mahomes. He's going to let it fly. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. When you talk about making winning plays, that is a winning play at this stage of the game. To come up with that interception, huge.
I like how you identified that because most people think winning plays are the offense trying to get it done. In this case, nursing a lead, they found a way to make a play on that side of the ball and maybe finish things off.
And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, 4th quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say, don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. What a ball game this was. What an atmosphere this was. And the home team getting the late touchdown, getting the victory, and now everybody in this building can file away with smiles on their faces.
And what do real estate people tell us all the time? It's location, location, location. So being at home, that can be a big deal because remember, they were down to a final chance to retake the lead. That home field advantage, I think it helped fuel all of what happened for them down the stretch. A huge win.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on